Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Okay, I've done a couple of videos now regarding the executive order issued by the governor of the state of Michigan. And for some odd reason, this is causing so much consternation on the internet. And I don't know why. But the weirdest thing is, I mentioned a couple videos back that people were complaining because the most recent executive order of the governor of the state of Michigan said that you could not buy or sell seeds and you could not buy child safety seats for some weird reason. And there were tweets going around and there's comments on Facebook and all kinds of noise and upset. And so I thought it was kind of strange. So I went and looked and I pulled the executive order and I read it myself, and nothing in there said any of those things. In fact, the word seeds and the word seat does not exist anywhere in there either. Several people sent me photographs that they swore they had taken themselves, showing these parts of the stores blocked off. And I thought that's kind of strange because I can read the executive order myself, and I did read it myself, and I read it on that video, and I pointed out that it very specifically said there's two things you need to know about potentially seeds. Doesn't use the word seeds though. One is that if you've got a large store of more than 50,000 square feet, they have to block off certain things, make them unavailable for sale, including garden centers and plant nurseries. And then if you're a smaller store, you don't have to follow that rule. So I said there's at least two places in Michigan that you can buy seeds. One would be at a larger store that's blocked off its garden center, but is still selling seeds someplace else. And then, of course, you can go to a smaller store that sells seeds and simply buy seeds there. And I've had people making some of the strangest arguments to me, saying that, no, Steve, effectively this bans the sale of seeds because they don't move the seeds out of the garden center and no other stores sell seeds, which I thought was kind of a strange concept. And so I've been thinking about this, and it's baffling to me. So I thought to myself, well, I wonder about this. And I had quite a few people email me. And I did turn off the comments on another video I did about the child safety seats, and I had to because of the vitriolic comments I was getting. But I had quite a few people email me and saying, Steve, you cannot go into a store and buy seeds in Michigan. Well, the funny part is if I ask these people, are you in Michigan? Have you tried? Almost always they don't even respond to me anymore. They literally stop talking to me. I've had several people send me really nasty things about the governor. This is clearly what this is all about. It's all about people who dislike a particular political party. But again, I'm not defending the executive order. I personally think there's problems with the executive order. I'm simply talking about the fact that there's this one weird urban legend or myth or hoax or whatever you want to call it that got into the mainstream, and people are defending it. I've had actually people argue with me and say, well, Steve, even though what you're saying is correct, couldn't we still be correct? No. It's a binary proposition. Either you can buy seeds or you can't buy seeds. Okay? That binary proposition means that you have either yes or no. There's no gray area. Yes or no. Okay? That's it. So, in this setting, can you buy seeds in Michigan? So I assure you that I sit here talking to you in Michigan. I'm an attorney licensed to practice in Michigan. You should recognize my studio and trust me when I tell you my studio is in Michigan. Okay, so a little while ago, I was going to go out and do something else. I knew I was going to be driving by a store that is smaller than 50,000 square feet where I suspect they sell seeds. Now, in the past, I've been in there. I'm not a big seed shopper myself, but I seem to recall that this place sold seeds. But I was told by numerous people that, Steve, you go in there and they'll have those aisles blocked off. You cannot buy seeds. So I went to the first store I thought of, walked in, and the first thing I walked by, I noticed that there was a gardening section where they sold grass seed, weed killer, implements to aerate the soil. What else did they have? They had shovels. They had ant and insect poisons. I saw people complaining how you couldn't buy those either because that's illegal, even though it's not listed in the order. And then I walked around the corner and I saw a seed display. And they had seeds for sale. So to disprove the belief that some people have that you cannot buy seeds in Michigan, I wasted some of my own money here. I think it's tax deductible though. I spent $13, $12.26 plus tax to purchase basil. Basil. Hear that? That's basil, my friends. Spicy saber basil. It's an herb. It's a distinct spicy note, perfect for Asian dishes. Bright green, deeply serrated leaves add an ornamental value to a patio container. It is an annual that requires full sun, 6+ hours, and you can harvest it in 60 to 90 days at the depth of 1/4 inch. You plant it. It's thin, apparently, and it suggests that you should put one plant per 12-inch container. And it shows Michigan as being May to June. So I got that just in time. Oregano. It's Greek, apparently. Greek oregano. $2.79. It's an herb as well. The best oregano for culinary use. Perfect for tomato sauces, vegetable stews, meat, and chicken dishes. It's a perennial in zones 5 through 9, which I believe is also May through 9. Says to sow outdoors in full sun after danger of last frost or when temperatures remain above 45 degrees. Barely cover the seeds. Keep moist. Seedlings emerge in 10 to 21 days. Thin to stand about 12 inches apart. Requires full sun. 90 to 200 days to harvest that. And I don't hear much going on in there, but those are oregano seeds. I then decided to buy myself some summer squash, pick and pick hybrid summer squash, bigger seeds. This is an open habit. Plants produce abundant yields of smooth-skinned squash over a long time. Sow in rich, fertile soil after danger of frost. Sow 1 to 2 seeds about 36 inches apart. Full sun, 50 days to harvest. Depth 1 inch, space 36 inches. And again, May to June in Michigan to plant yourself their summer squash. I then got myself some okra. I don't even know what okra is. Don't know, don't care, but it's a really cool looking plant. Big seeds. Okra, it says go big. Go big or go okra. Towering plants produce a payload of big, luscious green pods ready to rock gumbos and stews with soul power. That's got to be offensive to somebody. Sow in average, well-worked soil after all danger of frost in rows 36 inches apart. Plant 3 or 4 seeds every 12 inches. Cover with an inch of fine soil, firm lightly. Plants emerge in 14 to 21 days. Thinned to strongest seedlings when plants are 1 to 2 inches high. Again, May to June. And that would be your okra. And then I turned the corner and saw a whole thing of seeds, and I realized people didn't specify vegetable seeds. They just said seeds. And of course, I saw a whole thing of flower seeds. So I got myself some Bluebird Forget-Me-Nots. I thought, well, that's cool. The Bluebird Forget-Me-Nots. 300 milligrams. It's almost like it's a medicine. 300 milligrams for $2.79. And the dainty flowers cover compact, bushy plants in spring and early summer. Ideal for spring borders. Yeah, I could have turned that thing off, but I chose not to. Sow in average soil in full sun or part shade about 2 weeks before the last frost. Sow seeds about 4 inches apart. Full sun or partial shade. This is actually a rather shade-tolerant flower here. It'll bloom in 45 to 50 days and be about 12 inches high. And again, this is an April to May flower. So again, that would be your Forget-Me-Nots. So I went out and I bought myself 5 packages of seeds. Okay? And I bought them for the grand total of $13. That's inclusive of 74 cents in tax. And if you're curious, the date on the receipt right here is April 13th. And cashier's name was Andrew. We were at register number 2, and I clocked out that at 2:09 p.m. And I'll have you know right now, that's less than an hour ago. So this is news and seeds hot off the presses. And again, a whole bunch of stuff, including I can enter a survey code number here and tell them what I think of their customer solutions. But the point is that when I said that you could go buy seeds in Michigan and be no law against it, and there's no reason that stores can't sell you seeds, people were telling me that, Steve, you don't know what you're talking about because you haven't tried. If you only tried and failed, you learn the heartbreak of the people who want to buy seeds. I don't know how many emails I get are joke or people messing with me or people who are serious. But I got an email from somebody who actually was acting like they were distraught. They were actually upset. And they said, Steve, do you understand that those of us who live in the rural communities, we grow things for living. We plant things. It was almost like an Oliver Wendell Douglas speech in Green Acres. You know, we plant things and grow things, and we eat what we plant. And that's the heart of being an American. And if you take away our ability to buy seeds to plant, then you're taking away our rights as Americans. And I thought to myself, I wonder if I went out tomorrow and tried to buy basil, oregano, summer squash, okra, or forget-me-nots if I had any trouble. I didn't. No trouble at all. So what I would suggest to you, when someone tells you that, I saw a thing on Twitter, says that it's illegal to buy seeds in Michigan. That's what we've come to. That instead of just believing it because you saw it on Twitter, that you should put a little thought into it and ask yourself if it makes any sense. And if you tell, if you hear that other people have sworn on Twitter that they went to stores and were told you can't do that, and if a police officer catches you, you'll get arrested. Someone told me that too. You have to ask yourself again, the really, really crazy stuff I'm hearing, does it make sense? Or should I at least, either ask somebody who's got a little bit of reason or sense to them what they think, or maybe, next time you're in a store, glance where they sell the seeds, see if the seeds are for sale. You don't have to buy them. Because I'll tell you right now, the joke's on me. You know why? I'm out $13. Maybe I'll give these away in a future episode. I don't know. They're souvenirs. Or I'll put them behind me for a little while, just to remind people of this whole episode where we've learned that we couldn't buy seeds or child safety seats in Michigan, even though we could. So I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Do what is right, not what is easy, nor what is popular.